As we mentioned earlier, seconds and thirds make up scales and chords respectively. So let's see how this works. So a scale is basically how you get from one note to the next note an octave higher. These scales are made up of half steps and whole steps. So let's explore the white keys first. So if we go from one key to the same key an octave higher, what we get are called modes. So for instance, this is C going to C, this is D going to D, and E going to E, and so on and so on, right? So each one of these different modes has a different name, which you can see right here on the screen. So for the time being, you don't have to memorize all 7 modes because out of these 7 modes, there are really only 2 that we're going to focus on. So in fact, these 2 we're going to call the major and the minor scales. So the Ionian mode, this is going to be our major scale, and the Aeolian mode is the minor scale. So first, if we look at our major scale and we look at the half and whole steps, our formula is going to be whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So this formula can be used to find any major scale with just the starting key. So the formula again is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay, so the formula for a minor scale is, if we're starting on A, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So it's important to understand how the modes are formed because this shows us the relationship between the major and minor scales, which we will call relatives. So C major is the relative major of A minor, and A minor is the relative minor of C major.